Particularly as you look at doing a startup from the university, it's important to select the playing field. Very first question is this technology that should be licensed, or is it technology that can make a company? Part of the answer to that question depends on what your personal goals are. Remember, if you want to just publish that paper and hand that technology over and run on to the next new thing and a new paper, maybe you're better off licensing that. But if you have this goal of carrying the ball forward and really seeing an impact through people using it, perhaps a company's in your future. But even then, you've got to remember the technology has to solve a problem. You can't sell something unless you solve a problem or satisfy a customer's need. We often think of salesmen as being sort of these slick-looking, slick-talking, selling ice to the Eskimos guys. And even if you can sell ice to the Eskimos, those Eskimos sooner or later figure out, maybe I don't need a little more ice. The good salesmen that I've met are people who sit there, they analyze their customer, what is your need? What is it that my product can do for you? And if they see a match there, if they can convince the customer that their product is going to solve one of their problems, they're going to not only get the purchase order, but they will have a long-term contract there as well. Another very important thing is there an opening in the market? In other words, is this greenfield where there's no competition, or is it a very populated, highly competitive marketplace? If you're in the iPod business or something like a MP3 player business, that's an entirely different business model where it's about running fast, running hard, having the right connections. If you're putting a new technology out, you can't enter in that kind of a playing space. And again, for you to last in the long run, does your technology have a significantly better performance in price and performance so that it will overcome the customer's fear of buying from a startup? The rule of thumb is, at least on paper, you better have an order of magnitude, and in practice, you've got to have at least a factor of 4 advantage. Part of the reason for that is the customers know they're not taking a risk if they're buying from the stalwarts of the industry, but also for them to retrain to use your equipment has a certain overhead and cost associated with that. And unless there's a significant improvement, people just aren't going to go for it. My recommendation, what I've always selected, is look for the white space. Look for a place that's not terribly crowded. It'll give you the time to be able to develop that technology, figure out the market, and run hard and fast.